How's it going, everyone? Today's video we have a Craftsman push mower I just picked up for free, and the guy said that he hit something in the yard and it stopped working. He actually replaced the pull cord, so I assume a lot of times when you replace the pull cord it's because the flywheel key is sheared, and therefore you probably broke the cord while trying to get it started. The deck on this side looks like it's pretty much rotted out, so we're going to take a look at this guy and see if we can get it running. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, I assume he said there was a full tank of gas in there, so yeah, it could be last year's gas, but who knows. And just check for a little bit of oil, very little. So if I get it running, I'm not going to leave it running for very long. Spark plug's connected. It looks like it's in a half decent shape, but who knows. So first thing I always do is take off the air filter and put a little bit of starting fluid in there, and I'll pull it over and see what we get. Alright, so she did puff, and on the last pull the handle tried to pull out of my hand, so that's a surefire sign that the flywheel key is sheared underneath. So I'm going to definitely take a look at that. First thing before that though is I'm going to take a look at the underside condition here and see how bad it is. If the crankshaft is bent, then I'm not going to bother trying to fix this one. I'll just scrap it and use it for parts. So I got the spark plug wire off, and I'm watching right here to see, watching that bolt. Sorry about the lighting, guys, I'm outside here. I'm watching this bolt to make sure it stays in the same position as I spin it over. Yeah, it definitely looks like there's a little bit of a bend to it, but not too bad. You can see definitely dings something pretty good. This blade is pretty much going to be useless. Alright, so I'm going to put you up on the on my lawnmower lift, and we'll take a look at the flywheel key. Okay, so oil cap, fuel tank should come off. I'm going to clamp off the fuel line. Make sure I have a rag under here. Anyways, put the oil cap back in. Alright, I'm just going to have to work around that fuel tank. I'm going to empty out some of this fuel in case it starts to spill. It's full. It's pretty fresh, the fuel. A couple of 3/8. Front, that looks like 2 5/16. Now, so your flywheel's under here. This is going to be a 3/4 inch nut on here. As I suspected. Take a look at this sheared flywheel key. Alright, so here, right where my screwdriver is one half of the key, and the other half of the key is over here, a quarter of a turn away. So that definitely has a sheared flywheel key. Alright, to remove this flywheel key, I'm going to make sure the brake cable is released, and then I am going to put the nut back on the top of the crankshaft here until it's nice and flush. And then I'm going to get a crowbar and stick it underneath the flywheel at an area where there's a little bit of area I can pry up on it. And I'm just going to whack it on the top of the crankshaft here. And there we go. Alright. And here is half of our key that's been busted off, and the other half is still embedded in the other keyway on the engine, so I have to dig that out. Alright guys, so to get this guy out of here, I just actually came in with this little mini screwdriver, tiny screwdriver, and actually started to just pry away like this, and the rest of it comes out. So there you go, there's two halves to a flywheel key. So the Tecumseh flywheel keys will go upside down. So this is what your Tecumseh flywheel key looks like. It's something like that. And that's designed to shear off, and it'll send the timing out of whack, and the engine won't run anymore. And that's a good thing, so that it stops the engine and saves damage to any of the internal parts of the engine. Alright guys, I'm back with the non-sheared flywheel key, and so it's hard to see, but this keyway here is kind of tapered from bottom to top, and so is the flywheel key a little bit. So you just put that guy in there, and you can stick your flywheel back on. Just line up the keyway. Trying to do this one-handed, so. Alright. And that's the way it's supposed to look. Alright guys, I got her all back together here with the new flywheel key in, and just ready to give it a couple of pulls and see what we get. See if we get her fired up for him. I'm not sure if this timer's working. So thanks for joining me in the garage today, guys. If you enjoyed the content, maybe you learned something, then please hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out on the channel. And until next time, take care.